Yes, you're recording.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, does anyone else want to record?
Let me see.
I'm gonna give Shelly and Beth permission to record.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Now the thing is, does it
record it on its own, or
it should say in the left-hand corner, like you'll see a red.
Yes, so it's recording.
Yeah,
it's recording, but let's see if it does the sound.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here, let me stop this one and then we'll try again.
No, it will record the sound. I've recorded Zoom meetings before and it records everything. So it records the sound, who's talking at what time, the screen, who's talking behind the screen. The problem is once I gave Steph permission to record, it's not letting me ask anyone else to record.
Well, I can see record on my screen. So
that just lets you know that you are being recorded, but not necessarily on your device.
Okay.
So, Steph, is it possible that you can, after you download this meeting on your the recording of this meeting on your computer, is it possible that you can email it or send it somehow?
Yeah, and even if it like messes up over email, I'll post like a link on like YouTube or something, and I'll send you guys the link for there. It just in case it doesn't work.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so
right,
what
ready,
part are we starting with?
What chapter did you want to start with?
So yesterday in lecture, professor said that we're covering standard deviation, z-score, the GPA problem. So did you guys want to start with the GPA problem? Because it's very familiar. Like we've done it before, but let's just quickly review it so that
y'all,
get it over with.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I'm looking for it in the textbook right now.
And then let us know what page.
Yeah.
Okay. Was so loud. Sorry.
I love that flag you have in the back. That's really
cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got it from, I want to say it was Nocturnal.
Girl, that's why you a raver. Yes.
We're all day, baby.
Yes, that's what's up. I'm missing my shows too.
Trust. Oh my God, it hurts.
I'm missing it. Yeah, I know.
It's just, it's so unfair. And I just feel like that they'll never be the same. And that just makes me even sadder.
Yeah. God, I don't want to cry on this Zoom meeting. So let's go.
I'm all choking up.
I know. I think the GPA is on chapter.
It's on page 131. I just found it. Sorry, 139.
139 textbook or
PDF. Just type in 139.
Got it. Okay. GPA. Okay.
I'll share my screen in a second.
What time is your teaching or you get to go to school?
Oh, don't worry, that's at 7. But I just have to prepare like for 30 minutes before that, but it won't take long.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
You have another class at 7?
I don't have a class. I'm teaching a class. It's just for the kindergartners at my church.
Oh my God, how cute. That's so sweet.
Right?
My whole heart. I love it.
Okay. The whiteboard is.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, do you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So, the first part, so this problem is about grade inflation. So the average GPA across all schools has been increasing. So the side-by-side bar graph to the right shows the average grade point average for the years 1991 to 1992, 1996 to 1997, 2001 to 2002, and 2006 to 2007 for colleges and universities. A, does the graph suggest that grade inflation is a problem in colleges? So what do you guys think for this one?
I feel like, yeah, it does suggest it, but it's kind of like false information. You know, like how we saw that picture where it was the $3 signs?
Yes.
I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was representing, but it's kind of like that. Like when you look at the actual differences between the GPAs, like they're not that different.
Yep, exactly.
That like the difference really isn't that much, but the way that they graphed it, it looks like it's insanely huge.
So I'm going to say it's suggesting grade inflation because bars are increasing. So like the bars are getting bigger every time, every time period. However, when closely examined, the difference is not actually as great as the graph suggested.
Okay.
I'm for it. I agree.
Try the percent.
Or, okay. And then we'll do B on the left, on the right. So B, determine the percentage of of the percentage increase in GPAs for public schools from 1991 to 2006. Determine the percentage increase in GPAs for private schools in 1991 to 2006. Which type of institution appears to have the higher inflation? So do you guys have like a starting point idea for this one?
I have to like look over like really what I did. So I did 3.1 minus 2.85 by just looking like at the graphs.
Uh-huh.
And then I divided that by 0.25, or sorry, and I got to 0.25, then I divided that by 285, and then got 0.087, so 8.7%.
Wait, so why did you divide it by 2.85?
I wish I could tell you right now because I can't remember. Like I know when I did it, it made sense, but I don't remember. This was like chapter 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can.
I think the way I would do it is simply, I wouldn't subtract in the beginning. I would just simply, here, let's make this bigger. So, oh, I moved the picture. So if we make this bigger, we can see that for public institutions at, or for 1991, on the year 1991 to 1992, GPA was about 2.85. Oh, this is too thick. Oh, 2.85. Sorry, I can't make it thinner. And then 2006, it was about 3.01. So in order to find the percent increase here, I would just simply divide 3.01 over 2.85 to see how much greater the larger number is. And it's predicted that we're going to get a number that's over 1. So if we divide it here, 3.01 divided by 2.85 equals 1.056, and that's about 5.6% greater, you know. So the one is like 100, so it's the same size plus 5.6%, you know. So it's really the number that's over 1. So it's 1 plus 0.56, you know. So I believe that it's 5.6% greater. So the GPA in the year 2006 was 5.6% greater than 1991. Do you guys agree?
Did you get 5.6 because you turned the decimal into a percentage? Or?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I was lost.
Write that down.
2.3 seconds. I'm like, where did she get that magical number? But
Yeah.
you moved it 2
So
places.
it's 1.56 times 100, and you get.
Got it.
So you get 5.6%.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, here's
So
my
it'd be
other question.
105.6%?
I'm sorry, what?
It's 105.6?
No. 100, if something is 100% equal to something else, then it means that it's exactly the same. And notice that 3.01 and 2.85 aren't that far apart, you know? So 3.01 is only 5.6% greater. It's not 100. If something was 100 times bigger, it means that it's doubled. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so
So
what
you see
happens
only
to the
the
one
stuff.
in the 0?
Oh, no. So if something here, let's go somewhere else on the whiteboard. So I can say 100% means all of it, right? 100% of something means all of it. So if I say 10 equals 100% of 10, right? But for example, if I say 12, if I divide 12 by 10 right now, I can say 12 equals 120% of 10, because it's 20% larger. So when you're talking about larger things, you're going to get a percentage that's over 100, because it's taking 10 and it's adding 20% extra, equaling 12.
Okay.
So for example, I would just say, you know, if it was less, like for example, if you were comparing 8 equals 80% of 10, right? Why is it not 100? Because 80 is less than 10. It's only 100 when the two numbers are equal, but this one is 20% less, you know, so you're taking 10 minus 20%. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Going back to the graphs real quick, how did you exactly know like it was 2.85? And then the next one was 3.0, in case that's on the test.
Well, I would say just, you know, kind of eyeball it. That's really my best guess.
Yeah. That's what I did.
I'm so sorry. I need to reply to this important email. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Do y'all know what section this was?
This section This is just chapter 2.
Two. Chapter 2 review.
Chapter 2 review.
Let's see. Yeah, that's where I'm looking. Review exercise.
Okay, so
Oh my goodness.
oh, are you guys looking for this section? If we're looking
Yeah.
for this section, let me see where I got this. This is chapter 2 review,
Chapter
I
2.
believe. Oh wait. Yes, this is chapter 2 review
Okay.
on page 112 in the book or 139 in the PDF. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
Do you guys see it? Do you guys see my textbook or
Yeah.
see the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to private school to see which one's greater. So I'll just box this so we know that it's not like related to the problem, but it's still like relevant overall.
So
Okay.
you said we gotta like just basically guess what the bar number would be. It's not really
Yeah.
like
Because they're not, they're not gonna tell you like specifically,